Hello, Divine Collective. I'm back for the Divine Feminine reading. I still have all the cards that the male reading was over here. I've got some cleansing rock right here, cellulite. I got it right here by the unicorn and the owl. I wanted to talk about the last two cards we got, which was reminiscing. You know, this is also maybe possibly going back to the inner child, looking at things when he was small, making sense of things step by step by step. Yeah. Looking at what was real and what was not. And here we see that maybe the heart is opening. This was out of the new deck after we decided we saw him giving flowers. He's having a rough time. But it looks like he's opened his heart possibly to love, and he is actually levitating. Now, with all these other cards here, there's a song that I listen to a lot. It's called The Dark Horse. And she said, this love will make you levitate. Well, he's got feelings and emotions, and they're right there, but it is still a page, a teenager. 16, 17, hell, might be younger, 12, 13, 14. He don't know what to do with the feelings that he has. Yeah. Looking back, working on it. Definitely working on it. These last two cards tell us that he's come full circle and decided that he, wants to work on this. So, and we get excited about the divine masculine because, well, I do, because I myself have been working through a relationship with one man that I felt is a sacred relationship, a deep bond, deeper than anything I had ever experienced in my life. And I've walked away from a few marriages, I was that kind of woman, but I found myself, no matter what he did, I was like reluctant to walk away. But I finally did. I finally took the last straw and I walked away and set my boundaries, and my boundaries are still up, and they will stay up. But I have hope for him. He helped me to become, his actions did not help me, but his actions turned me into a fighter, into appreciating who I was, to love of self. I began to love myself, and I released the love that I had for him. I gave it up. I'm still giving it up. And, I know I'm not going to go back there, but do I have hope for him? Yes. Yes, because I truly have the compassion of God. I love and want all of God's children to find that peace and happiness within themselves, and that's my mission here on earth. And with that being said, I love you too. And so let me turn this card over for the Divine Feminine. This is the battle of the X's, and working towards growing up on this planet to become guardians and authoritative figures, and to change the way this world operates to make it a more pleasant place for everyone. Amen. Divine Feminine, you are in the Three of Cups. You are celebrating. We've got the universe here. We've got, actually, you're being celebrated by the universe. We've got fire, we've got water, we've got yellow sunshine, golden cups. This is Mercury and Cancer, the mothers of the universe are celebrating the Divine Feminine. That's what I get. Cancer is mother, the moon, mother, Divine Feminine, or not the moon, but grandmother. I call the moon grandmother. And Cancer is also the Chariot, right? and we have balance and harmony and communication. And I'm getting, because her dress has the stars, and this one have stars and sun and the red capes, that this is fire and water. These are the elements celebrating the divine feminine. The elemental world, our metaphysical world, celebrating the divine feminine. That's what I get. That's beautiful. Yeah. The divine feminine is rising to the occasion. She's working with the universe. She's working with the earth. She's working with the element water, and she's working with fire. And not only that, we've got purple here. She's working with death as well, because I hear Pluto, death, and purple are somewhat together. So, we've got every basic element for creation right there. And she's celebrating, and she's growing, and she's la ti ta ta, right? La ti ta. You girls feeling good these days? Yeah. Yeah, feeling like ladies, feeling empowered, proud of yourself for setting up your boundaries, proud of yourself for pulling your energy back to yourself, proud of yourself for healing the fractures, right? Soothing the fractured soul, bringing yourself into a whole creature that was a part of this creation. Congratulations, you're beautiful. Yeah. And God would have it no other way. And I see this as mother, grandmother, daughter as well. Yeah, I see this as 3 generations of motherhood, grandmother, daughter, and granddaughter. And as I said, the moon, 69 Cancer, represents, to me, when I look at the moon, I think of my grandmother. I don't know why, but I do. If Mother Earth is Mother Earth, the divine feminine is represented through the Mother Earth and her giving and her love. The moon represents something deeper and spiritual, some kind of guidance through the darkness to me. And so, therefore, I see it as my grandmother, ancient wisdom. And in the old days, for those who are somewhat afraid of the moon, she represented the crone, death, the cutter of the weave. When it's time to clip somebody out of life, she was the one that took the scissors and cut the thread. So the divine feminine had scary stories that, there's no wonder that they wanted to, cover the divine feminine stories up. But I am told that it is the nature of life, and that death is only the beginning to our next life. And I know this for a fact because I have remembrances of my past lives way back, even before mankind was created, where I saw the creation of this planet and how it was created in the abyss and out of the abyss, out of chaos. And so there was a lot of work to do to bring those energies under control, you see. And we started out with dinosaurs and snakes and giant birds, and big energies, right? Needed a lot to contain them. Things had to be condensed over time. Look at me flipping my head. Needed to condense them. Take those big savage energies. They needed to be tamed, humbled, condensed, worked down into something that God could actually work with, because he was looking for guardians over this planet, intelligence. He was creating and molding, the DNA. Like I said, it's 8.6 billion years old, this DNA, right? was continuing to grow, and it was time to grow this DNA into something more than a creature or an animal. Mother Earth was ready to bring upon it intelligence. So the dinosaurs were rough and hard, and there was no reaching them. So everything got wiped off the earth, and little things like mice and rabbits and things like that survived. So the little mammals made it, which over time in billions, millions of years, these animals all turned into different creatures in different environments. But really, I don't believe that. I think the aliens come down and did DNA work and, created a lot of things because they're in the myths. So the universe is celebrating right now. I got a lot of stories. Okay, I would love to share them with everybody. And I feel more relaxed today than I've ever felt in my life. I can feel God moving upon the face of this planet. And even though it looks like chaos is out there, the power of the holy creators are all around this planet. And new creations are being created, and new thoughts are being assimilated, and new ideas are being born, and people are changing their DNA into powerful things that will help everyone. We're realizing now that if one suffers, we're all suffering. So we all must find a way where everybody has their basic needs met. And that's where we're going. So we're celebrating. The divine feminine is celebrating. Now I'm going to go to the circle of life. I love this deck. It's wild, it's savage. And when I see the divine feminine this time, she is the rare unicorn. And the unicorn is wild. The unicorn is savage. Spiritual gangster all the way, right? We don't take no poop. What do we got here? Let's look at it. Yeah, I think that's the devil card. Yeah, we don't take no poop. We are passionate about what we want in life. This is Capricorn. And Capricorn is the goat that makes it to the top of the mountain. And that's how I'm going to use it right now. The goat. Okay? We don't play around. You don't mess with us. We have passion. We have heart. We have drive. And we're a little stubborn that we're going to have our way. We're going to change the world for our children, for our grandchildren. We are the grandmothers, the crones, the mothers, and those who want to become a mother who wants a better place for her child. That's who we are. So we've got determination, a little bit of goat-headedness behind us that, you know what, we're going to climb the mountain. And if you want to find us, you better catch up. You better catch a ride. You better, move forward, because it looks like here the determination of Capricorn, and it came out upright. So we're going to... No, it come out upside down. So that's the opposite of, what they like to label it as. So we're going to say this just means don't stand in our way. We're going to move forward and nothing's going to stop us. Alchemy. Chemistry. 2. There is no name for this card. But look, everything is not what one would think it was. It is, it's a mixture of the pillars of severity and the pillars of mercy, and keeping everything centered, right? Yeah. So this right here is, in this Capricorn card, the devil is on the right side, not severity, but on the right side. For some reason, they make this the opposite, so we're going to go with it because it's just too good to be true, but it is true, right? We are changing. We are growing and maturing spiritually. We are learning the little edges and the manipulations that come when dealing with traumatized people, and narcissism, I do not believe, nor will I ever believe, that anybody is born a narcissist. No child. Nor do I believe that anybody comes back and say, I'm going to be a dark worker and a warlock, and, I'm going to destroy my life by offending God as much as I can. I don't believe that. I believe something happens, that takes away the loving innocence of a child. And if the devil exists, his spirit obviously was treated wrong as a child, or he never would have been that evil creature energy that has encompassed this planet, terrorizing people for thousands of years. We have the Six of Pentacles, giving and receiving, and it came out upside down as well. So, giving and receiving, the universe giving and receiving. Clarify this, giving and receiving upside down. Oh no, I can't use that. I didn't use that deck. Clarify. Maybe I should clarify the devil upside down as well. Okay, we're going to clarify the devil upside down. The High Priestess. The passion, the energy, the understanding between light and dark. And that's the Divine Feminine. Yeah. She understands the difference between light and dark. She understands that it takes, willpower and force and energy to move through the obstacles, that she can't always be nice and nurturing like this upright, that there are times in her life and obstacles that she comes across where she has to be strong and force her way through, because she's been held down for a long time, right? This card fell out. Chariot. That's right. We have to ride forward. And in moving forward, we have to make boundaries. We have to cut people off. We have to keep our energy to ourselves. Sorry, guys, I wanted to look out the window and see if that big dog was loose. So, therefore, when we do that, we step into the chariot and we ascend. That's what boundaries do for us. They help us to conserve our energy enough and invest and think about ourselves to where we are not sending our energy out and thinking about other people, because when you do that, you cannot get your energy concentrated. You want to concentrate your energy. You want to hold it in. You don't want to send it out thinking about others. You want to pull your energy in. You want to become concentrated. You want to ascend upward through creating, your own realizations that you are valuable, that you need to be loved, that, you are worthy of all the good things that God has to offer, that you are abundant, that the universe loves you, and that you're doing the right thing. You're walking in truth. You're walking in honor. You're, keeping to yourself. You're setting your boundaries. You're refusing to be used. Therefore, that means you have more self-respect and more dignity. Okay, that's what I'm thinking the card's going to come out as. Ah, yes, of course. There's the Empress. So I was talking about her right before, who you are now. You are this now. That's right. You no longer give to what doesn't give back. You don't chase. You attract. You are not about to waste your time worrying about some man or a masculine, whether man or woman. We're talking about energies here The divine feminine energy is not going to worry about the masculine energy until he can come in and impress her. Meanwhile, she's the empress, she's the healer, she's the one that's running the kingdom, the household, the family, whatever is going on. The empress is the mother. She's she's basically all three: the daughter, the mother, and the crone. She got the staff, she got the crown, and she got the wand. She got the sword. She got what? What else she got? She got the earth, and she got fire. Well, oh yeah, and she got the water. So she ain't got much to worry about. Somebody that comes into the Empress better come in to impress, right? Impress. Yeah, you have to impress an Empress. Can you impress the Empress? That's a good title. So think about that. Yeah, that's something else. You girls are rocking it. Yeah. Ladies, divine feminines all around the world, you're standing up in your truth. You've got your boundaries set. You're very much awake and present in the moment, and ain't nobody going to be manipulating you or getting over on you. And with you, it's all about healing, because you know boundaries brings healing. I know boundaries. I know boundaries bring healing. How you say? Well, first, the boundaries will help you heal. Find your heart, your intention, to work on yourself, to become stronger and more powered up, to keeping your power to yourself and enabling yourself to depend and become interdependent on yourself. It doesn't happen like that. It's not easy, because we're social creatures and we want to be around other people. But we have to watch who we allow into our energy. Are they there for our benefit or their benefit? Are they there to help match us and bring more energy to the situation, to where both our energies together is more powerful and more productive? Or do they deplete the energy and it goes more down negative, like a black hole, and no 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 definite improvement comes? So that's what we watch for, and that's why we have become the Empress. We have learned to watch for those people that do these things to us. We've learned to watch for those who are filled with trauma and are having a hard time accepting life as it's getting ready to be. And there's a 10 of Pentacles filled there. Yes, that's the truth, God says, Holy Spirit. Whereas we, I think, have raised our men in a culture that made them think they had to be all in everything. And when the divine feminine began to show up on the horizon, and we began taking our power back, they were kind of left with like, oh my God, what the hell? The ego didn't work. We weren't attracted to all their old schemes. We did not want to play into, they thought what they were doing was okay, so we would just ignore it, even though it hurt us. We weren't playing those damn games anymore, and nor will we ever again. And we'll teach our daughters to watch for those things. That's right. We'll speak out, speak up. We will not hold back, even in front of them. If it makes them feel bad, well, good. Then you brought the light to them. They had feelings. They were ashamed. They felt like they shouldn't have done something. Righteous are you for calling them out. Call them out. Shine the light. Be a fire. Be the fire. Be the torch that shows them who they are. Right? Reflect. I am a mirror. I reflect back. I will reflect to you what you reflect to me. And that's just the way it is. Divine Feminine, this looks beautiful. And we validated those cards with, wow, a lot of power. Every single one is a high arcana, except for this one. And we'll call that a high arcana because we got Mercury right here, and that means a lot of communication coming in, right? Yeah. Yeah, the devil is a high arcana. Oh, and the Six of Pentacles, that was upside down, which was talking about our boundaries. Okay, and so we are riding the Chariot. Man, the only place you can go from being Empress in the Chariot is to the Emperor, right? Right, let's see what's going on. We're going to do, a couple more. It's looking good, riding high, beautiful here, working hard. Let's see. We have the Knight of Wands in the upright position. She got the fire in her hand. This is fire and air right here. And we can see this unicorn has a sword that goes all down its head. Let me see if I can get that up there. Do you see the fire in her hands? That's her chi. She has control over her spirit. And she has that unicorn sword right there to take care of any problems that arise. She is creator and she is destroyer. It's fire and air. Fire and air. With some earth. Is that earth or clouds? That could be the clouds. She's riding through the ethers. She's riding through the ethers. See those clouds and the pillars sticking out? The pillars of creation, we've heard of them. I know you all have. See those pillars of creations coming out of the ethers as she rides her unicorn through the ethers, creating magic, fire and destruction all across this planet, maybe even the universe, changing the old, knocking it out, destroying it so that we can make room to bring in the new ideas, the new thoughts, the new love, the new idea of love, the new idea of sharing is caring, the new idea of peace on earth, goodwill to all life, where every species has the right to have a habitat and a place to live without being a slave to people who are rich and bountiful already and don't really need that. They could do their own work. This earth belongs to all of us, Mother Earth says. Oh, yeah. That's the world, and she come out upside down. This planet belongs to all of us. She said that everything is upside down. Yep. Oh, wait, there's one behind it, too. Sit right there. And it's right side up. And it's time. That's what it's saying. Look at this. 19. What do we see here? We see a shaman and reptiles, a raptor with wings. The world is getting turned upside down. Kick. That's my kicker. And the reptile that's been running this world, taking all things from the people, their life, their spirit, everything, and bringing death and destruction to families and life is over. And we have here X, upright, the sun. The sun says it's over. Look, time is up. Everybody's changing. There's no choice. Yeah, it's time. All the zodiacs are there. Every single planet is on this card. Across there. That's it. That's all about the planets, the time, the age, the day, the eon, the neon. going back thousands and thousands and thousands of years, how the cycles turn and change. And this is the cycle of change. This is the cycle of coming into the golden age of the sun. And this is when we need to speak up and speak out, because we are protected. And God does want justice and fairness on this planet. And justice and fairness is when every family are capable of supporting themselves with their basic needs, which is housing, education, medical, housing, education, medical, and a 4-hour workday working for this planet, not for the rich and famous. And God agrees with this too. Yeah, God agrees with this. God's been talking to me about this for a long time. The time has come where we should no longer have to serve money and the darker forces of the universe that have made us feel as if we were slaves, We're going to celebrate the time is going to come when we're going to be seen as equals. There's enough for everybody. There's enough for everybody. And money shouldn't matter. Life should matter. That's what's sacred. Life. Life is sacred. Yeah. And it's time to change everybody's ideas and make life sacred. Make it sacred. Bring the sacred into your life. What do I mean by that? Stand up for truth. Do the right thing. What do we got? Yeah. You'll destroy them. 10 of Swords. Put the sword in their back. Stand up for truth. Do the right thing. Not war. We don't want to go to war. This planet does not belong to mankind. It belongs to God. And we get to come down here and partake in it. It's a gift to every man, every creature that's born on it. This is a gift. I just dropped 2 cards. I gotta get them. It's a gift to be here. Absolutely. 2 of Cups. We come here out of love. Everybody love. And in loving, Mother Earth loves us. When we come here, she wants us to have all the things that we need. Red and blue. That's beautiful. Beautiful. Love. And what's this one? 7 of Cups. Yeah, don't believe in the illusion. You're not brought here to work and slave for everybody. If you think about it, your ancestors helped build this world. By now, we should all be sharing all the resources. Nobody should have to work more than 4 hours a day. And everybody should be able to sit in the basic comfort and security of knowing they have a home like a bird knows it has a nest. We all belong to this planet. The birds don't have to pay to live in their nest. Praise God. Even Jesus said that. Look, the birds get a nest. Foxes get a hole. Bear has a cave. But man has to have cash to get him a place to sleep. What the heck? Why? Why are we so different? We're not. We're creatures that need a home. And we need to know that we're going to be okay so that we can have beautiful thoughts and think beautiful things, watch clouds, read books, spend time with our family. Right? Right. Divine Feminine, you know Divine Feminine, what's important. Grandmother says, yes, child. Grandmother says, yes, child, you know what's important. Yes, child, shine the light on the hidden things. Not one light. Look at all those lights. The phases of the moon. Look at her holding the earth in her arms like it's her child. You see, she loves the planet. We love this place. It's just hard to live here with the people that's taken it over without permission. I don't want to go to war, but we could stand up in peace and say we know what you've done. There are 99% of us, let's just say 90% of us, are working for the 10%. And it's time that we stood up and say, no, we're not going to do that anymore. And I don't know how we're going to do it, but it needs to be done. It's not going to be easy. We're going to have to set boundaries and make changes, but it's coming. It's coming. Yes, indeed. It's coming. It's coming. I can feel the gravity of it. You see the moon? We got gravity because the divine feminines are calling it in. Equality and justice on this planet for the children, for the future. For the resources of this planet belong to the children of the earth, and if they belong to the children of the earth, then they belong to the future. Nobody has a right to own them. And if they believe in God, then they have to listen. They have to listen and follow it, or else God will bring correction upon them, and they will know that God is telling the truth. I mean, I see this just like in the day of Moses. We ain't going to have to do anything. God will take care of it. What do we got? 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups. I'm going to end with that. We want our 9 of Cups. We want to fill our cups. We want to feed the world. The spiritual existence of life and the material existence of life. And we all want the best for our children. We all want the best for our grandchildren. We elders may have to put up a little bit of a fight. We may have to stand up and set some boundaries against a certain situation in order to accomplish our goals. We're ready for the fight. We're ready. We've been knowing a fight was coming for a while. Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands. So we're ready. We're getting ready to change the world. We're getting ready to make things right. Yeah. And with that, Divine Feminines, I applaud you. I applaud us all. I applaud myself. It was hard work. It was like going through the blood, sweat, and tears. Brokenhearted, mind broken. It was, we went through a whole lot to get to where we're at right here, which is right here. This is where we sit. We went through a whole lot to get here, ladies, and we ain't about to give up our seat now. Now it's time to change the world, right? We take that power and we turn it into manifesting the new world of fairness and justice for all, creatures and man alike. And with that, I'm going to close down, Divine Feminine. You are beautiful and you're doing awesome. I love you. Congratulations. God bless. Hey, fist bump. Yeah, you spiritual gangster, right? Kicking ass and don't even care about their names. God bless you. Bye-bye.